Hello, this video is going to be about YMAX, stock ticker YMAX, and where the stock could go into the near future. Now, this is not a prediction channel. We react to what we see in front of us. So what we see in front of us is two white boxes surrounding 3 weeks of ultimate chaos into what was a fourth week in July to be a giant green candle. What did we get? We got we got nothing but a hammer candle of some sort. What's the opposite of the shooting star? Spinning. No, spin. Anyway, we're back in the regression channel on the weekly chart. So it could go lower. There's no guarantee. So let's figure out where it could go into the future. Well, many of these stocks are in the overall market, so the SPY would be the best to look towards. But I made some outrageous calls last week. First of all, Bitcoin is still 84K. 84K. If we want to know the future of it, I'll come back to it later, but I made an outrageous Netflix call of 910 and it gapped up into 940, 950 actually, 952 now. So it's building the right shoulder. If not, I'm pretty sure I said it in the video, dog, that 940 would be a good short, and it gapped above into 950. So be careful. Now we could go to 980 for Netflix, of course. Meta has not built its shoulder yet. I expect Meta to build a shoulder on the weekly chart, of course. So that would require some upside on Meta. Microsoft, now I left apparently this bear flag is gone rogue. If I move it to the bottom. There we go. That's more like it. So, not sure what happened there. Usually you take the top channel and, well, it's built on the 4-hour chart. Anyway, Tesla, I remember that 250 retest on the daily, but we're on the weekly chart and we can see that it has tapped the 200 on the weekly and has closed above it. So that's kind of bullish. And then Apple, we drew a bear flag on the weekly chart. There's so many things I've said, especially GME. GME, I remember saying about how we could retake 2350, and it closed at 2350. So this is bullish up into 24. So this is good. Did I say Bitcoin 84K? Oh yeah. So let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of like market sentiment. Okay, so if you honor this bull flag has areas here. We have the top of the first channel, right? And then the top of the second channel. Well, that creates an area here. Let's color this bright purple. Yeah, okay. So what does that mean? So that means the price could be stuck here for a while. This area right here. Until the market decides what it wants to do with itself. Well, what does it want to do with itself? Well, Bitcoin on the weekly chart has got its bounce, and it's found its top level here at 84K being this bull flag back in the day. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, it's got its bounce. It's back in the Bollinger Band. That means it can go down further. Okay, it's kind of like a relief valve, a pressure relief valve. There's clear resistance slightly above 84K. If you look on the lower hourly charts, you can see it's right above. There's some at 88K if they do reclaim 84K. Go to the 2 hour. There's some at 85K directly above. All right. Same with the 1 hour chart. Well, the 1 hour chart, if it holds 84K, it looks pretty good. It could bounce into these. It could bounce into these higher time frame resistances of 85.2. All right. These are just the 20, the 50, and the 200 EMAs. Here's 86.9. And anyone and everyone are using these EMAs. I mean, it's probably built into the algorithms that trade the stocks. So if you're not using them and you have your own unique way of making money, that's cool too. I mean, but right now we got what appears to be a nice little bounce into some of these 1 hour, 3 hour, or 2 hour, 3 hour EMAs right above the Bitcoins. Yeah, 88K. And then 88K would be an entirely different level on the weekly chart, being the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, which lines up perfectly with the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, because that's what EMAs do, and they're the same. So if it does get a continuation bounce, I suspect that it's going to get rejected hard at around 88K. So don't put all your eggs into one basket again. This could take a downfall. I drew it out for you. All right, that looks like price action to me in this area. So let's go to the SPY now. Now the SPY, I have a very unique way of predicting. The SPY has just kissed the Bollinger Band on the RSI. So there is no, so that may have been our bounce, as little as it may seem. If it goes sideways for another day, this will bring the RSI back into the Bollinger Band, which will give it room for more downside. But because on the weekly chart there is no indication to go long. The only indication to go long is a relief valve. It's the money flow index has never been this low since the previous the bottom of the previous crashes. So all of these indicators are screaming for a bounce of some sort, but it doesn't have to be a bounce. It could be a sideways movement. All right. So when FOMC, okay, what I think might happen in FOMC is that people are going to buy the hype and sell the news. So much like Tesla, when in 2018, Tesla was going to save the world. In 2018, they bought the hype, and when 2022 showed up, they sold it. All right. So in 2018, they bought the hype. All right. When 2022 mandate showed up, they sold the piss out of it. All right. They don't care about saving the world. It's all smoke and mirrors. All right. They hate Elon now. They don't care if he populates Mars, because they're all going to be little Nazi Elon babies on Mars. And if you're not a Nazi Elon baby on Mars, then you're going to be out. You're going to be sent back to Earth as punishment. The people that act up on Mars have legal right. It's going to be a legal right to deport them back to Earth, and the Earthers are going to have to deal with the. Holy crap! Oh, if only I could live long enough to see the day when Elon Musk is deporting people from Mars back to Earth because the society simply cannot tolerate or survive with them continuing to stay on the planet. Oh my God, this is glorious. This is such a humanity arc that I never seen coming. Oh, what was I even talking about? Oh my God, who cares about YMAX? I mean, I care about YMAX. I think stocks are gonna go sideways. I think this was our any more bounce. 573 before 573 SPY before FOMC to get people juiced up, and then FOMC is gonna be a dud. Okay, they're gonna juice the stocks up for FOMC on Wednesday. It's going to be a dud, I think. And let's predict the color of Jerome Powell's tie. All right, so he always wears purple. All right, so I'm guessing if he takes like an Easter color green in honor of St. Patty's Day, and the color of the grass turning green after a long winter, that is a good sign. I will take that as a good sign. Green, like a, and he likes the color purple, so I assume like a light colored green, a beautiful like like an Easter egg green color. So if it's not the same color of these candles that we see on the screen, I'm gonna take that as a bad sign. Now he won't wear red. All right, pink. Pink might be a warning color. Now it's a festive Easter color, but we're talking about warning signals. Okay, so red, stop. All right, pink is a shade of red. Stop. All right, even though like you give your girlfriend like red roses so you can go, but I don't know. It gets complicated when there's love is involved. Now, what am I getting at? I love YMAX.